Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Nice, cold, snowy uh, time here today. I know I'm late. I think 6:30 is kind of working out a little bit better for these now. I'm trying to find myself here on the. There we are. There, bring that up. So, uh, everybody ready for the big deep freeze again? That's where we're heading, I guess. Starting at 3 a.m. this morning, we got a wind chill advisory warning. Hi Jim, how you doing? Hi everybody, getting all caught up here. So, just got home. Hey Carl, how you doing? Not too bad. A little frozen. Took Mama out for lunch, got back, and she thought it was her pop can hissing, and nope, it wasn't. It was the tire I just had fixed, which has got a hole about that big in it now. So, I had to scramble to get the spare out from underneath the truck. Oh yeah, I got a video about it for later, so it's going to be cold and nasty again. I'm ready for the warm weather. Carl, I need the whole package of plugs, and I might have a chance to hold it. It was bad. It was really bad. So, computer's not cooperating over here. Trying to edit up the video while we do this, so don't take so long later. But my computer's acting up. Anyway, yep. Worked on the Ford a couple of days ago, and I'm still paying the price for that. Still not done. No. I guess I got a helper coming tomorrow. Hopefully the kid knows what he's doing. Hey, Mike, you made her home. Did you get my picture that you asked for? I did send you a picture of that. Mike. Oh. Yeah, yesterday I didn't get nothing done out at the farm. And today, the only thing I got done was work on my truck. That don't do good. Yeah, well, that's what did it. You took me to church this morning, and then I went. uh, Chop Shop says he is very happy with his motor. He put up a video and he talked about it. He's taking it across the state of Nebraska and back. And he's been going everywhere with that. He's really happy with that motor. I am too. Always nervous about him. Just like when I build him for the race car, I'm always nervous about him. After he gets some age to him, then I calm down. So. Well, usually you're always gone, Mike, so that's why I figured you were gone. Hey, Casey. What the heck is all that? Hey, Matt, how you doing? What did I get on the... Oh, another. Oh. Light snow and wind chill warning now. Okay, that's what I just got on the phone. It's like, what's going on here? Oh, okay, good. I need new glasses. Yeah, I got a helper coming out. He said he'd come out tomorrow and help with the Ford. I need to get it out of the way because we got a couple of motors coming in this week. Later this week, so got stuff coming in. Finally. As long as my stuff quits breaking before I get the stuff here. I wish I could luck out and find a vehicle that had been wrecked. Oh, you're getting snow out there too, Matt, huh? Yeah, you getting the snow down there too, Casey? The roads up here are turning the crap real fast. I guess the kid that was just out there that said he'd help me, he just left before me, and So he was about 3 minutes ahead of me. And he said, going down the highway, he had 2 cars spin out in front of him. I'm like, how? What? The roads ain't that bad. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. And other people have been coming up from that direction saying the roads are terrible down that way. Yeah, they think they got 4-wheel drive. They got 4-wheel stop on ice. No, they've got 4-wheel slide. So, squirrel's working. So we don't have squirrel here. Mama, you can hear her chiming once in a while. Yeah, she's saying she's cold. Yeah, Mike, we've got more cold air coming for us. Wind chill factors of 30 below tomorrow. Are starting at 3 a.m. tonight. Yeah, the Ford, we're down to getting out the torque converter bolts, the bell housing bolts, and a couple more exhaust and motor mounts, and that motor will be ready to come out. I-29 is 100% covered. Casey says he wants a shout out from you, Mama Bear. You got a hey. Nobody's talked about shafts or cranks or rods or pistons or anything yet, and they haven't got you wound up yet. She's in there giggling now. Uh-oh. Oh. Heard her. Boy, this thing picks up good. They heard you say hey, so. Oh, didn't hear her laugh, though. Okay, she was laughing. Okay. What's that? Yeah, your evil laugh. So you might have broke another shock again on your truck, huh, Matt? You're not having any luck with that truck, are you? Cherokee bound with her? Nah, they're afraid she'll take over, so they won't take her. Yeah. I had a friend that spent some time up there. Don't buy the cheap ones, yeah. Yeah, that's that's the sad thing in this world. You get what you pay for. And now, yeah, was out at the farm. Messed around, got my truck to where I could drive it again, and ended up having to take the grinding wheel to the spare tire cable and cut it. Hey, Joseph. Hey. Okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense now. That makes sense there, Joseph. Mike said this to you, dear. Her evil laugh. Cold as it is, I hope she can get her broom started. If it's this cold, she won't ride her broom. She hates the cold. Happy New Year to you too, Joseph. She's going to stay under her blankets. Unless she has to go get squirrel. Well, we'll be testing out a couple of new catalogs here. I got this one. In this place. Got some parts I'm going to be ordering for these motor builds coming up. I better not lay that there. That'll get that computer hot. My wife. Breaking down. Let me guess, Carl, your wife ain't close to you right now, huh? Yeah, our temperatures We are 23 degrees with snow until about 3 a.m. That's when the cold air comes. 50-mile-per-hour winds, and that's not going to be good around here. Hopefully, it ain't too cold to land under the truck tomorrow. The goal is to have that little Ford motor out and on the floor, at least on the floor. I don't know what I bid into on that one, because you got the manual. I thought, well, I'm just going to lighten the load pulling it. I read the manual. It's got that single overhead cam in it. Yeah, that wasn't good. It says the best thing to do is take that out and have it on the engine stand to work on that, to do the heads on that. I'm like, oh, wonderful. Stay in the war. Ah, you're lucky, Carl. Otherwise, you might have a frying pan in your near future. Yep, we just... lots of ideas, lots of things coming up. Even kind of got a crazy one for that old black Tahoe out at the farm, the parts one. I don't know. Might take one of these motors that I've got built and we might turn it into a heck of a farm truck. Oh, that'd be cool, Carl. We're going to build a what? Yeah? Yeah, I have kicked that idea around, putting a small dirt track out at the farm. Well, if I could, don't be dropping your tablet, dear. What do you got to fix on your truck now, Casey? Hey, yeah, there you go. Have winter snowmobile sleds races. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be sitting in the heated building, though. Those crazy guys out on the snowmobiles go play. I'll sit in where it's nice and warm. Hi, Ryan. How you doing? You still messing with your power steering? Power steering. Ah, okay. Yeah. I got to get a couple more motors out of the shop. Otherwise, I'd tell you to come over. Right now, it's a little cramped. Even with that Ranger. Holy moly. I had to play Tetris to figure out how to get enough room to get around that truck. Got it. I got looking today, too, at the truck. A couple of the bolts I can get through a wheel well. I didn't realize that before, so... Toyota must be self-healing. The check engine light has stayed off. Oh, no, Casey. Yeah, you've been saying that. Right now would be a good time to go see see if you can get it to slide at all. Well, I'm doing the live show now. We won't keep a good enough signal to go around and do it. Mama wants to test out their all-wheel drive. She's never had one before. Hey, Mr. Kid Martin. You having a rough week, Ryan? What's going on there? The hamster got back on its wheel. Well, maybe it hyper-locked under that cold weather there for a while. Give it a good boot before you drive it. No. A friend was murdered. Wow. Whoa. Okay. That's sorry to hear that there, Ryan. That's never good. Never good. Hey, Judy, how you doing? Trying to stay warm. Enjoying the last day of warmth. It's only 24. About ready to go back into the deep freeze for a few days, I guess. You know, this is bad when I take my glasses off and I can actually read better without them. Hey, Kurt, how you doing? Hey, you know what? If you really want your hamsters to run good, take a cat and set it behind there. That'll wake them up. Oh. So how's the new year treating everybody? Everybody having a good start to the year? Well, Brian's not, but how about the rest of us? That's crazy. Well, I may not look any better, but at least I can read the text. That's what I'm having trouble with my glasses now. I can't. Kind of hard for me to read stuff right now. I'm going to have to get to an eye doctor, and hopefully, with my better numbers, my eyes have improved some again. I don't know. The last guy that got me these glasses said the same thing. He said if you get high numbers, you're going to have different. But I don't know. It's crazy. Now, I'm glad I got hair on my head yet. And it's hard to believe a year ago at this time I had no beard and no hair. It's hard to believe a year's gone by since that kidney stone finally got out. Time flies when you're not in pain. I guess. I think I've lost a few pounds again. Wife's in there. I found him. Hey, Alex. Oh, not much. Just kicking back, having fun. Just seeing who's all out here. And yeah, I finally got about a month's supply of this stuff. So it's been doing better. I know after going back on this Humalog, I kind of had the numbers kind of went out of control on me, but now I'm getting them back. Yeah, getting the weight off and keeping it off is the hardest thing. See, I took Mama to dinner today. I did, and that's the sad thing. The little mom and pop cafes are dead and gone around here. So either you go where they got buffet or basically nothing on a Sunday, and you always overeat at a buffet. I ate dinner and I am not eating supper. You see me drink it. It was a bottle of apple juice. Kids invited us over for supper. I'm like, sorry, sweetie. I don't think we could eat if we wanted to. Yeah, well, that Walmart stuff's working good. I guess I'll use. Yeah, you're right, Casey. That beer and caffeine and those energy drinks are no good for a person. You're having a problem putting weight on. Well, if I could, I'd transfer you a couple of pounds here and there. Jeez. Oh. Oh, you still got to do your shot. Oh, yeah, you got to do your shocks yet tonight. Uh-oh. Well, don't wait tomorrow, because if you're going to get the same cold there we're going to get there, Matt, you're going to really freeze tomorrow. I froze my butt off fixing the tire. I'm going to go back to the old boy that fixed my tire and ask him what happened this time, because first time I've ever seen where he's repaired a tire, it must have pimpled out and wore off. Before it was just a little itty bitty hole. And literally, it's about dime size hole in the tire now. Yeah, those actuators were. There is an upgrade kit, or there used to be anyway, because they found out they had bad actuators for those first ones. Yeah, dime size hole right under the patch. And all the steel belts are ate off, so I don't know. It's weird on how it wore, and I don't know. I was there when he repaired the tire. I don't remember him grinding that much. But it's almost like he ground too much the inside of the tire away, and she just buckled out then. I don't know. Gotta make them last. No, they were not a retread. They're still original tires. Broken down white Ford. Oh, that one. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's there now. When I come around the corner, I forgot about it. I didn't run over it. I didn't see it either. Yeah. For what? It was a Ford. Yeah, somebody came for the basketball game yesterday, and their Ford was still sitting here. When we left at noon, I'm like, why is that sitting here? And the antifreeze was all over the ground, so oops. But they all do the same thing. They break down and cost you money at the wrong time. I was going to come back in the house, and the transfer case is working. I can hear it. Okay. Yeah, it puked its guts. All the coolant was on the ground, so hard to tell what happened there. Yeah, that old 88 Brown. I've been going through some of my old videos and that, and no, that was a 90 Brown Chevrolet pickup. That truck, we had the problem that it kept catching the wires on the grass, and I finally got them tied up and out of the way, and it finally quit unplugging itself. That would be a good time to get that window in, Matt, before it gets full of snow. Yep. Matt's having fun with his big old Lincoln. I think he get picked up. I can't remember. My memory's bad. Just ask wife. She remembers. Don't you dare. My memory's bad. Yeah, what memory? Found on the road dead. Yep. Came up with a new one too. Don't rely on Fords. uh, yeah. My dad had a few Fords. I've had a few Fords. Hey, Alex, does on that old 88 when you put it in 4x4, do the lights turn on down there by the lever as you pull that? Flames on road. Okay. Driver returns unfit. Ford conversion van with a 4.6. Yeah. When they're all new, they do pretty good. It's when they get the age to them, that's when they fall apart. It's crazy. Without my glasses, I can actually read the writing for once. Okay. 75,000 and lots of failures, yeah. 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 The wiring in these vehicles just keeps getting worse and worse every year. Buddy was telling me now Ford's relying on a one hot wire to run 4 different items. I'm like, that don't work too good. Okay. Yeah, trying to that wire. You might want to test your plug at the front actuator and make sure you do have the power down there. Yeah, when did you get that, Judy? We're getting snow right now, and I guess people forgot how to drive. They're already spinning out on the roads. 241,000 on heck, it ain't broke in yet. Mine Mine seemed to die about 330,000. This is one and I thought that was all original when I finally changed the tranny out. I found out the tranny had been replaced somewhere along in its life. No idea when. Yeah, my 2002 Chevy, I've finally flipped it off trip and look. I think I've got 200, almost 290,000 miles on it. I'm getting close to pushing 300,000 on that '02 already. Yeah, having a spare 700 4 or 4, yeah, 700 or 4, yeah. 741. Holy, yeah. Now there's somebody that must keep the oil changed in his truck and keep everything up. That's doing really good. A lot of my Fords made it about 120,000, and that was it. I Last Ford I owned was a '79 Ford F-150 Ranger, the full size version. Yep, oil changes and just maintenance. Yep, it makes a big difference on how a vehicle lasts. Oh, and maybe next weekend's live stream will be from the farm. Yes. Hopefully, next weekend we can be doing from the farm, and then if anybody's got engine questions, we can pick up parts and show you and all that. Went through 3 trailer hitches. Oh boy. 150,000, yeah. Yeah, the Mimi saying, if it wasn't for Fords, my shop wouldn't be busy. Yep. My kid that was out tonight, he says, well, you got any Ford parts around here? Before it burned. Oh, jeez. Oops. What was it, one of those exploders? We got hit Thursday night until Friday night. 4-inch. Oh, gee. Wow, Judy. Where are you guys at again? I forget. Oh, Ranger. Wow. Why couldn't I got that lucky and had this Ranger burned up before I had to fix it? Excuse me. Sorry about that. Got a Nissan too. Okay. Yeah. Indiana. Okay. That's right. Wow. I wonder if the snow we got is what's heading for you. Yeah, that's the sad thing. Some of the stuff that gets high mileage and there's just nothing left underneath the. Okay, Mike. Yeah, you're down in Texas. Yeah, Hey, Alex, did you guys notice a lot? All those flood cars, did a lot of them get destroyed or they all get shipped out to other states and getting resold? I wanted to get a hold of a couple of flooded trucks down there that had good tires and that. I would have gladly brought them home for parts. I could have got mine fixed up nice. I figured that's what was going to happen. I can't remember who I was talking to. I said, I wish I knew somebody down there that had a couple of 2000 to 2002s. If I could have got them cheap, I would have picked them up. Now, there's a couple of channels I've been watching where they've been getting the flood cars, and the guy bought the one flood car to fix the car he bought that was wrecked, and actually the water didn't get that deep in that one, and he still parted it out. But the more he drove it, the little things were starting to act up, so he used it for parts to fix his other one. Yeah, so even the pickup boxes off those flooded trucks would have been great. Somebody's like, oh, that's all that salt water. So what if it's salt water? You get it up here, you power wash it, and clean it inside and out. Neutralize it. Last as long as what anything's going to last here in the state, that's for sure. Yeah, the salt they put on the road's probably worse than what the sea salt is. Years ago, when my mom and dad were still alive, and oh God, that would have been 92, 93 when all the flooding was taking place. She's like, don't be petting. And I was buying a lot of cars back then when I could. She goes, don't be buying any of those flood cars because what they're saying is snakes moved in them. So when they shipped the cars out, the snakes went with them. I said, first time I find a snake in a car, I'm going to set it on fire or blow it sky high. Yeah. It's crazy. What's supposed to have been totaled out gets sold, and the good stuff that are easy fixes or get scrapped. So some people don't make sense on this car stuff. Ah, okay. Shit, a snake, yeah. I didn't used to mind snakes, but nah. Some mechanics' nightmares. Yeah, so there's a guy I just seen, 2000 Ford F 2015 Ford with the 7.3 diesel in it. He bought it at one of those salvage auctions. It wasn't wrecked. It wasn't flooded. Said it had a mechanical issue. So he bought it. He's like, shouldn't be that bad. The last I seen on his video, he is walking away from the truck. And he contacted the previous owners. He says, no, that truck has not been flooded. All the wiring in that 2015 truck turned green goobers. He says it needs an entire new wiring harness in this truck. It'll turn over, but she won't start. Found out why your truck seized. Oh, what was going on with your... I like my GMCs, but... So, yeah. No oil. Well, yeah, that would kind of do it, Ryan, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, so Ford's... And that's what I noticed with these videos. It seems like... all manufacturers got their problems, but it seems like now all of a sudden Ford's coming out with a new string of problems and they're having some trucks now that if you put too much gas in it, and that it fills up the vapor canisters and sensors and won't let your truck run. So, yeah. No, I have not had any inquiries on that 350 Chevy yet. None. Nothing. Did a Walmart oil change. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That would do it. Yep. Oil slows it down. No, prayed up. The 350 still up for grabs. Not in any inquiries. Nothing. Well, I can't say that. I had people ask prices, and that was the end of it. No more back. Yes, it is a very good engine. That's why I kind of got thinking if I can't sell it, I'm going to take one of those spare trannies I got sitting on the floor. Ran it 10 miles dry. Oh no! If I can't get it sold, hook it up to a tranny, put it in that old black Tahoe, and put an old crusty front end on that, and just have it for a farm beater, because that's all that black Tahoe is worth, is a farm toy. Maybe put a roll cage in it and see how far I can launch it off that dirt pile out behind the house. I guarantee you, we can't get Mama Bear to go snow drift. Hey, now, wait a second here. You want to go snow busting in your car, but you freak out when we go snow busting in something that is designed to go snow busting. Yeah. She was pregnant with our oldest at that time. My buddy had a little AMC wagon. He looked at me, he says, "Watch this." I thought, oh no. Before I could say anything, off the gravel road down through the snow-filled ditch, I thought she was going to give birth in his back seat. And he was driving, yeah. So Mama Bear almost had our oldest right then and there. Yeah, these green and sensor. No, he didn't. All he said was, "Watch this," and I'm like, "Oh no!" Before I could say anything, we were already off the road. I don't know if that damn ASC had any seatbelts in it. Yeah, if they ran it 10 miles without oil in it, Ryan, I would just look for a whole new motor. That's going to have. Well, yeah, if Walmart's the one that did it, they should be buying you a new motor. Yeah. Be like a pit bull, dig in and don't let go and just keep. Yeah. That's coming from a ex Walmart employee. So they I'm trying, Parade. I'm keeping them going. Like I said, hopefully tomorrow the Ford motor's out and I can shove that out the door and it can be a lawn ornament till. Oh, you never took it there. You bought it that way, the previous owner. Oh, yeah. And then you don't have too much. Uh, Shove that Ford out and they become a. Uh, have that sit out and be a lawn ornament until spring. You did, Mike. Holy moly. Hey, wait a second. You ain't that old, so it can't be that long ago. uh, yeah. 20 years ago. 20 years ago. We've been together 3 years. Dang, where'd the time? All right, Matt. Be safe. Don't get too cold. Frostbite is no fun. Hopefully it's Oh, by the way, Matt, the wife said if you get frostbite, she's going to come and kick your ass for that. So you better be safe. Well, yeah, he can be proud. Him and Carl. I could have two good painters working on that thing. We could come up with some kind of harebrained air paint job. Carolina man's been missing for 2 weeks. Doing it in the garage. Okay. Yeah, Carolina's been missing. He did put up a video. He said he's still alive. He's going in for surgery. He really hasn't said much. Yeah. One of them. Yeah, I know. I mean, he don't. He ain't doing no. Well, he hasn't Facebooked me or nothing. So I know he said he's got some issues that he's got to take care of, and I guess once he gets healed up, maybe he'll be back to normal again. Hopefully. Oh, you're just full of it. You're stuck. Oh, she's moving around. Hey, now, you be nice. You just stay out of the kitchen. We'll be okay. I'm supposed to tell you, thanks for letting build a race car. That's what Carl says we're going to do, build a race car. A drag race car, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, we could. You're dead now. Why are you dead, Carl? Yeah, that little Iron Man so wants me to stick a V8 in that little S10. Hey, Jerry, how you doing? I'm doing good. Mama Bear's okay, and Squirrel's working. We don't have her tonight again. She's at work. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with YouTube. There for a while, the AdSense was looking good, and I had a balance that was doing good, and now it seems like my balance is going down, and I ain't getting no pay. I'm like, what the heck's going on here? 327 in it. Flathead. You have a flathead 4-cylinder head for sale. No, I don't, bud. No, I don't. I don't even know if any of them are. Years ago, I could have found you one, but yeah. The Clintons got their fingers into everything. We won't go there. Mostly everything I got is all Chevy stuff right now. We used to have a lot of that old iron sitting around here, but then the iron prices went up there for a few years, and a lot of stuff got destroyed. You guys seen money signs, and a lot of stuff that should be sitting in the groves yet went bye-bye, which is sad. There was a lot of neat stuff around here. Awesome shop, yeah. Hey, Danny, how you doing? They're hard to find, yeah.
How you doing? I made you speechless.
You need to come over and say hi to everybody since you're being naughty there, Mama.
Baby. Oh, it is gone. Oh, it stopped snowing.
Oh, did it stop? Thank goodness.
I'll come say hi if you pull my finger.
I what? No.
Get off the damn phone.
I'm answering a. She's so demanding. There's the hand. There. Haha. There. Now the show got interesting.
See, he has horns.
Okay, Ryan. That'll work. I got horns. No. That's your. Oh. Hey, Jerry. How y'all doing? Hey, Matt says hi.
Hey.
Mike's going shafts, cranks.
What are we gonna polish him? Gotta lube them up. Shove them in the holes.
Carl says hi.
Don't forget them ball bearings.
Hey, John. What kind of lube do I need for my crank? There went the shit. How's the snow?
White lithium.
White lithium. Oh, hey, she did good. She remembers. The snow just quit here, Mama Bear said. Oh. I had something between me and the floor the other day, and I still... No grease fittings around here, huh? Uh-oh.
No what?
No grease fittings.
No grease fittings?
Yeah. Hey, where you going? You can't go yet. They didn't
Why?
say you could go yet. You gotta listen to your crowd, your favorites. Judy says hi, Mama Bear.
Hey.
She's in Indiana.
Ooh, excuse me, Mom.
And I thought I was
such a pig.
Say what?
I said I'm such a pig.
Yeah, you're a brat.
I made you speechless.
She's gone the Kickstarter broom.
I have a shirt.
Yeah,
It's bright orange and it says, "Where's your broom?" I got mine.
That's
I know
all
where
my
mine
stuff.
is.
That's all for me.
Should really open it.
Yeah, maybe.
This one's just shred shit.
Yeah.
Garbage. Oh.
Yeah, Mama Bear's the one that made the tire go flat today.
I did not.
I can't believe that. 3 times in a row that tire's got a... Wait till Mama Bear starts buying Snap-on. Hey, that'd be cool.
No.
Yeah.
If I want tools, I'll go to Alta and get tools.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to buy none.
Well, true.
They're all mine anyway.
Well,
You just gotta kick the bucket first. That could possibly happen.
Yeah. Oh. So yeah, if anybody knows of a good price or a good, you said a 265.75 R16 tires, send me a message. Go to the dollar store; it's cheaper. Hey, I just like finding them in the parking lot. I picked up a John Deere 24 millimeter wrench the other day. Been laying there for a little while because we're just getting a little chrome on it, a little rust on it. So, yep, I picked up a 24 millimeter the other day. Thought the guy that ran it over was going to pick it up. He just looked at it and just kept on going. I'm like, okay, if you're not picking it up, I will. A lot of these places that drilling first. Okay. Yeah.
What did she do to this?
Due to what? I don't know what she did.
Your daughter took it.
Yeah, I know.
And she didn't shut
What
nothing down.
Oh. What the heck did I do here? Oh, set the laptop down. The mic buggered up. Well, what does... Oh. Interesting. I just lost... Oh, when I was being honored, you didn't even know you were still on camera. I held it up and I just lost the chat over here. All right, Ryan. I'll be here for a while. I think the battery's doing good, so, yep, battery's doing good. Oh, he thought you... Carl won't fuss at you, Mike. I'll get caught up here again. There we go. Now I'm caught up again. Almost. $1950 Willys wrecker with a flathead Super Sonic 4 engine in it. Should I save or swap?
Hello?
What's wrong with the motor? Hey, Roadside Dan, how you doing?
Just a minute.
Oh, it's back to snowing again, Mama. Is What are you having trouble with on that motor and that Willys there, bud? I guess if it's an all originals, if it's all original, I'd probably try and save it. But if it's been modified and
When I come home, it wasn't home, and it's still not there. Your dad said when he come home, it wasn't there either. Little gray car or gold brown car down the street.
I didn't come by that way when I come home.
Well, I hope they're not walking in this. It's like windshield issues.
What do you do? Ditch it?
All right. All right. Bye. Someone came in and said there was a car in the ditch.
All right.
Looked like with a car seat in the back, it's still running. Nobody around. Had anyone stopped in? Well, man and Crystal said no one's been in. Well, then the cop come in, asked if anyone had stopped in, saying they'd put their car in the ditch. They can't find anyone, so they impounded the car. So now they're hoping that he didn't have the boy with him, the 5-year-old.
Oh, jeepers.
I said, well, I hope not. Not in this windshield. And I'm not going to go look for him because he's dumb.
All right.
I feel bad about this child, but people.
Hey, Roadside Dan. Yeah, Roadside Dan told me about the Hemmings. I was trying to think of that. I did a little search. That might be somewhere for you to go, Prayed Up. There's all sorts of stuff on there that you could search out. That might be your next step to try in there. I guess if you're dealing with a cracked head on that too, depending on how bad it's cracked, I don't know if you ever heard of having it stitched together. I have had several heads stitched back together and had no issues. The drill and plug, yep, stitch it back together. So that might be an option too. But yeah, Hemmings, I kind of searched that earlier for some stuff, and it could be your next step. Yeah, I hate to have to throw a motor away, but just because you can't find a head. But again, wow, that's 68 years old. Whoa. Yeah, you could put a 350 in it. I might know where there's one or two. Could you imagine that little old Willys with a 350 in it? Idling, that'd be super fast.
There, you should be back to being able to connect.
I didn't even have any issues with connection. For once.
I don't know, but she had my computer on this time.
Oh. Chevy Holic ain't too far from me? Oh, okay.
Who?
Chevy Holic. I watched some of his videos. I didn't realize he was close to me.
How close is close, man?
I don't know. Heck,
Close is next door.
there's nobody next door that way. It's
I
an empty,
know.
empty lot.
My gray kitty.
You're kidding. Oh, he's in Iowa somewhere. I did not realize.
Iowa's really big, though.
Iowa ain't that big. We drive across
It'd
it.
be like 4 hours away, man.
Well, you like going to the doctor and back. At least that would be something to go fun to do.
Well, that's true. At least I'm getting answers going an hour. I have to drive an hour to take her to the doctor to get answers. An hour.
Oh yeah, coming up this Friday. I forgot to tell you guys. Mama Bear, you tell them. You know what's going on. I don't.
Friday. Where's Friday?
Squirrel.
We're taking Squirrel to the doctor. She's having an ultrasound of her stomach and a scoping.
Down of her
Stomach.
yeah. The ultrasound's checking on the cyst and
Yeah,
whatever else.
Whatever else is in there.
Yeah, they're gonna finally. And I can't remember if I told you guys, but with Squirrel, they're thinking what some of her pain is. Normally, your gut, you don't feel your gut working. Well, they thinking her nerve endings in her gut are failing her stomach work. That's why she gets the pain every time she eats. It's kind of like having fibromyalgia. Or neuropathy. They're thinking the nerve endings in her gut are letting her feel something that she shouldn't be feeling. So, hopefully, after 14 years, we're finally getting some.
Turn your light back on.
My light. Oh, that one ain't bugging me. That one can stay off. Hey, could you go fill my cup up with water? It's in the fridge.
You want me to fill?
With cold water.
You want me to fill cold?
Oh,
Okay.
Mother!
Why? Mr. Messy Pants.
Not either.
Noisy.
Yellow water. Oh, no.
Oh, I already did that. Sorry. Oh, it's dark in here. I can't go in here.
Oh, that's right. The light blew out in there. Forgot that. I forgot about that blowing out the other night. I'm sitting here half asleep, and I think she told me that the kitchen light quit working. One of them. We got 2 lights in there. Okay, Jerry, your motor seized? What? Oh. Okay, I guess I must have missed something on when I. Okay, well, good luck with that, Jerry. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get Mama Bear down on the floor. Carl. She get down on the floor. Yeah, that may not be good. Yeah. Dear, I didn't know you were blowing light bulbs now. They're too fragile, huh? Hi, Mr. Sneezy. Now the cat's sneezing. The girls notice he licks his paws, and the next thing you know, he starts sneezing. Oh, shit. We gotta get this thing mailed back before we get charged for it. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully. Oh, so the timing chain was broke on that car. Oh, yeah, put the tape on the cat's paw. You know, I was picking on the cat out at the farm one day. Put some tape on his back. Oh, putting it on his back was probably about as good as putting it on his paws. And then you see those cats that they put something on their tail and they take off and they can't get away from it. Oh, God, those cats are funny. Oh, yeah, we got to get these things put back in the mail. There should have been either boxes, then we got another letter to say that we should.
They're over there.
Okay.
On my computer.
Danke. Thank you.
Yeah.
Figure that would be something she'd come up with. Yeah.
Right here is that.
Okay.
I told you I didn't do nothing with it.
With what?
Nelson
Oh, mine.
TV rating.
Oh, mine was a big envelope. It was a big package. Found out something. I made $2 the other day out of the mail. What?
What is his problem?
What
he
is?
just ran down the railing of the steps, bounced off the heater, and went towards the bathroom.
Okay. to get to work. Uh-oh. Carl's wife's sending him over here to get to work. The cat is running around freaking out here. Meow. He is just going nuts. Weather must be changing again. It's all Mama Bear's fault. Yeah, I want to try that. I want to get a cucumber and put it next to our cat to see if he reacts like those. Yep, she came back with just the water. No skillet, thank God. This cat here, I think he quit sleeping on my side when I rolled over on him one night. Otherwise, he used to sleep up on my side. He'd hold me down and I couldn't roll over. And I think I rolled over on him one night because he hasn't slept. It's been years since he's done that now. Because I had something that as big as me roll over on me, I'd probably be scared too. And as long as we ain't got a squirrel here whistling too either. Your bird stays quiet. Holy moly, we just crossed the 1 hour mark. Last weekend went by fast. I couldn't believe 4.5 hours we went. Holy moly. No, he didn't look that bad, I don't think. Might have been why I had unexplained scratches on my belly. Oh. Our animals, we always seem to get the weird animals when we get them. They're never normal. But, yeah, we got, yeah, I'm hoping the internet that I'm putting out at the farm works as good as they say it does. Because hopefully then we can start doing live shop builds on a night like this. Stay out there and just keep working, and once I know that internet works good, then I'm going to look into getting you close the door. The animals around here, closed doors or not. The other day, I think the cat out at the farm actually, I thought somebody came in, and I think he actually jumped up and released the screen door, but he didn't go outside. As I had to walk out to get something out of the truck, I'm like, why is the door open? I'm like, did you unlock that? And he just looked at me like, no, it wasn't me. I think he actually jumped up and unlocked the door. I'm like, you little stinker. Because I've wondered, there's been times I've gone out the shop and I come back in and the screen door has locked on me. I'm like, it's never done that in years. Now that I think back on it, the cat's always close. And so yeah, I'm like, oh, you're trying to lock me out, you little fart. Yeah, that's been one of the best cats we ever had. Let herself in, yeah. The cat I got out at the farm was dumped there. All right, you have a good one, Jerry. And hopefully the winter's treating you good, and can't wait till you get back on your Firebird. Enjoy seeing that stuff. And I've noticed too with YouTube, they have got my subscriptions all messed up again. I've been having to go resubscribe some, and others I'm like, why didn't I get notice? The bell's on and everything and been undone. It just, I don't know. It's supposed to be our subscriptions, but they keep messing with them. Go back over. That's crazy. You're getting snow and we're getting snow, Judy. Yeah, I know they are, Carl. Like I said, it seems like mine. And you know, I've had people approach me, and I don't know. Nobody has said that it hasn't been there, but they have approached me. Why don't you do a PayPal link or something? And I have put it in the descriptions. And I have done. Oh, thank you, dear. Wow.
Yeah, it's very hot. I just
Well,
made it.
well, thank you. You guys just witnessed a rare treat.
I'm so cold. I made hot cocoa.
She was being nice and just bring me some. Oh,
You want to feel my feet?
I know why she did that, because I'm going to need to warm up after she gets done. Oh, oh, it's there while you're there. Down a little more. Oh, there you go. They might be. Her years ago, she got in the bed one night. I'm dead asleep. And she almost found the fountain of youth. I said, "What did you do? Go outside before coming up here?"
No.
She crawled in the bed and put her cold ass feet on the backside of my thighs. I shot out of bed. Oh my God, did I? I would have kicked her butt, but I had to get to the bathroom.
No, I just took my socks off too.
Yeah. Yeah, she's yeah. She's an ornery one.
No. You are highly mistaken.
Had somebody just ask me what the tire size is. Anyway, yeah, so I've had people ask about doing the PayPal, and yeah, nothing's happened with that, so I don't know what's going on. Ooh, you made that good too. Thank you.
I know I did.
Yeah, gotta probably cut glass with him. Yeah, Mama Bear, she gets cold. Now what? Oh,
Donate.
no, donate. Hey, donate to us. Yeah. Blubbers, what are you blubbering now?
It's cold.
Yeah, a little warmer since you walked away now. Hey, Cornish Exploring with Alex, how you doing? I'm just trying to thaw out after Mama Bear put her cold hands on me. Guess I'm sitting back enjoying the snow, sitting in here live streaming so I don't have to pay attention to the snow. Just kicking back, just passing the time and having fun. Well, we were supposed to have an inch. I think we probably got closer to 2 inches now. The roads went crazy and people are spinning out. They just got a car in a ditch now with a child seat in the back and they can't find nobody around it. And it was still running. So, yeah. People forget when the weather turns bad, they lose their minds. You know, Carl, we were in Detroit 4 years ago. We were so close, but yet so far away. Yeah, buddy was out at the farm and he left and he said he had a car. He had 2 cars spit on him in front of him on the way in the town. Oh, okay, Carl. Well, that's kind of hitting the spot, Mom. Thanks. She made me some hot chocolate. I wonder why she's making hot chocolate, because she wanted to warm her cold hands first.
Hey, I was holding the hot cocoa cup.
Well, it sure didn't feel like it when you touched me.
I was holding two hot cocoa cups
Yeah, you were.
in my cold hand.
She may be cold, but she is sweet.
Whatever. Don't let it fool ya.
You get the rain over there, okay. There's some days I'd rather put up with rain. At least you know it ain't sub-zero temperatures.
I don't want rain now. God, that'd be a mess.
Oh, we got rain right now. We'd be in trouble.
Won't be leaving nowhere.
Yeah, if we had rain right now, we wouldn't be live streaming because we probably wouldn't have any electricity around here. Yeah, right now at 3 a.m. we start up another sub-zero freeze, wind chill factors of 30 below after 3 a.m. tonight. No power. Yeah, I was going to tell you a joke. Oh, forget it. It won't start. I like picking on, well, I pick on all brands. I mean, even GMs, they got their bad ones. Especially when they had the Chevettes. I mean, the Chevets. Shove it off a cliff and forget you owned it. Chevy. Hey, welcome back, Casey. Now, the Vega Spider, now that was fun. Until you had to change spark plugs one that had a V8 in it. Chevette, yeah. Shove it, yeah. I just called them Shove It. Now, this weather, I don't ever remember a cold snap like this being this bad before. I remember when we used to get snow when I was a kid. Now we just get cold air. Yes, tablet. I know we got a wind chill warning already. My tablet just notified me that. Yeah. Firefly, I don't even remember that one.
Oh, they were little cars.
Were they?
They were not very long.
Our pastor, or one of our recent pastors at the church, had a car. He started having troubles with it, and it was a new car. And they took it to the dealership. Three-cylinder coffins. And they couldn't figure out why it wasn't running right. A brand new car, and they couldn't get to figure out why it was running right. And then finally somebody asked him, well, you've been driving gravel roads? Well, I live in the country. Well, they got some checking, and the filters in the car were plugged, which wouldn't let it run. And then they found out, they said, by all rights, you were not to be sold this car because the car was meant for city driving only, not the country. He's like, what? So once they figured that out, every 3 to 4 months, he had to go put new filters in the car so the thing would run. Yeah, he wasn't supposed to be sold that car. He thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. Surprising the cost of the mileage didn't go down. Ooh. You did a very good job on the hot cocoa tonight. Yes, it is. Really hit the spot. That's kind of helped settle my stomach down from dinner. Oh, God. Yeah, this weather, it changes. Frame broke over the rear wheel. Oh no! That's not good, Casey. So what part of the UK are you in there exploring? The only problem is, Mom, you gave me a cup with a hole in it. Southwest, okay. That would be nice to travel someday. Hey, Mama Bear, you want to go sledding? Judy's asking. She said she'll pass. It's too cold. Or we could put you on a snowmobile. Yes, the old engines are like that last 350 I got running. That thing is it was supposed to be a stock replacement cam. I'm starting to wonder if they put the right cam in the box, but because that thing runs nice. I kind of figured I'd have some pretty serious inquiries on that, but nothing. Lost the draft shaft. Oh, jeez, Casey. She said it'd be fun. I think we would. I know excuse me. Yeah, well, Mama Bear. Mama Bear says we got 2 years left once Squirrel graduate and we're taking off and running, she says. Unless I'm real busy in the shop. You'll leave me? Okay, well, Carl, I guess if she wants to take a road trip, you might have to come over and keep the shop going then. He's in Canada. Yeah, we want to get together with Iron Man again someday. Hopefully here soon he can travel again. I know, we're really... That's something else to bring up. I'm thinking about getting a half a cow processed up because, I keep saying I want to do a party in July. And, oh, by the way, Carl says I'm supposed to jump on your broom so you can't leave. If I jump on it, it's going to be busted, that's for sure. It's got magic powers, huh? Anyway, we're thinking about having a get together in the first part of June, and told Mama Bear about ready to check into getting a cow processed up, make some hamburgers and steaks out of it, and have a good old kickback cookout and see what kind of fun trouble we can get into. And maybe if we got all the parts and I don't have that black Tahoe built by then, we could have a YouTuber build together and go do some romping around in the back of 40 there. Yeah, do a live build. Yeah, there you go. I know, true mechanic never leaves his shop, but somebody's got to keep her out of trouble. A 350 powered broom. There you go. uh, uh, yeah, I think it would be fun to have a get together and see what kind of trouble you all can get into. Could actually do a couple of things if it works out. Carl's here. We could be fixing up the Camaro to do show stuff with, and have the black hoe be a farm beater. That would be fun. Got to have some crazy. Got to do something crazy once in a while. Kid that was out tonight, I told him, he says, "What are you going to do with my old gray car?" I said, "Probably use it for." I know, Mike. That's the downfall. A lot of people are too far away, and kind of a expensive trip to come for steaks and builds. But I guess 35-mile ride. Car would say, "What? They want $400 just to put the pistons and cranks in? Cranks. Crank. Now what?" Oh. $400. Oh, buddy. You need to get over here. Or I need to get out there. Throw the engine, start standing, my tools, basic tools I need in the truck, and head for the border. She needs a Harry Potter broom, then she'd be flying. Oh, have fun. Enjoy that pizza there, Casey. Catch you later. Casey's Pizza? Casey, did you get a Casey's Pizza then? Oh. Pizza. Yeah, Little Caesars, yep. Hey, no, we're not sponsored by any of these by any means, so we're just blurting out pizza names. Uh, yeah, Mama Bear makes a pretty mean homemade pizza. My buddy that we just lost here, we had one time he's like, "I cannot eat anybody eating French toast." I said, "Oh, really?" And he loved the wife's French toast. So he come over, and there's going to be a contest between him and me. I had 4 pieces each. Yeah, 4 pieces each. He says the first one done wins. I'm like, all right. I about made him choke on his. I put the syrup and everything on. We got ready. And he says, all right, let's go. And he's just over there cutting with his fork, just cutting it up. I took mine, folded it in half, folded it in a fourth, stuck the fork in and stuck it in my mouth, and he about fell out of his chair choking. He's like, oh my God. I said, hey, I won, didn't I? He says, that's cheating. I said, how's this cheating? You didn't tell me I had to cut it up. Oh. The crazy stuff we want to do. He's just too slow, yeah. You said you cheated. No, I didn't. I didn't say it had to be cut up, so yeah. Nope. So yeah, we're just trying to keep things going, and yeah, that would be fun to do. Well, if those mechanics turned into alcoholics, they made a lot more money than I did. I couldn't afford to get drunk if I had to. I don't know. You did bring up a good point. I have known some mechanics in the past. I was Building a burger, yes. I have known pet mechanics in the past that since you brought that up, that turned into alcoholics, and I don't know if it was more the family life behind it or what, but for me, I couldn't be I couldn't be an alcoholic if I wanted to. Bodies get so twisted up. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I look at it this way. Yeah, I might have a tool bill or parts bills and that, but what are they going to do? Take your birthday away? I mean, shit. Stuff happens. Sometimes it don't go right. Sometimes it do. Oh, well, yeah, Fords. Yeah, Ford might have a little bit to do with that. I just think some people get too worried about things, and it just wears on them. That was kind of my dad. My dad never got worried about anything. Yeah, like I said, if I could, I would go to drink some. All I'm drinking is water and apple juice and hot cocoa, thanks to Mama. I do have to say, I didn't think I was going to get the Ford starter out on this Ranger, but it came out, but they don't leave you any. It's not a big hand person vehicle friendly. No. Like I said, I thought, heck, we're going to be rebuilding this, so I'm just going to yank the heads off. And then after reading in here, I'm like, okay, we're not going to yank the heads off because it says if you improperly undo something, you can damage the valve train and the head. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll do it the right way. That way I could have got to the bell housing bolts and worried about putting the bell housing bolts in later. So, I guess I got the big 3-foot extension. I have to get under there and see if I can get up to it. Yeah, anything with an electrical issue can get you worked up. I don't care how good you are. And that's another thing I noticed watching these YouTube videos. All these guys finding electrical problems in wires that are in the middle of nowhere with nothing around it to rub on, and the wires broke. BFH. BFT for me. Big freaking tree. There was a few cars out at the farm that met the tree. Couldn't get them running right. They met the tree. Yeah. Yep. The protector that's supposed to has red wires. Had a guy one time that brought an old '68 Ford out. We couldn't get it running right. And then we thought an internal issue, and then he says, "You know what? We're just going to have fun with this truck." I said, "Well, you start it." Because I didn't believe him. I thought he was trying to set me up. I said, "You start it, then we'll have fun." He took it out, and he ran it up and down the gravel road, down through the ditch a couple of times, and I said, "Okay, well, that's fine and dandy." He finally bounced it off one of the old junk cars. I'm like, all right, it's on. Yeah, the harder we ran that thing, the better it ran. We bounced it off an old Camaro, a couple other pickups. Yeah, when we got said done, it looked like that thing rear-ended the semi. $400 blocks in trees? What? Is he putting them inside the trees or hanging them off the trees? And if he's hanging them off the trees, they ain't gonna be no good anyway. They're okay. I'd say he was paranoid. Okay. Hey, you know what, Mike? I noticed somebody else that hasn't been in here, or I hope I didn't miss him, was Terry. Terry hasn't been in here yet tonight. He's usually talking to Carl. Hanging, yeah. Yeah, I've always wondered. Yeah, they got those big tool sheds and the torches hanging up there from those cranes. I'm like, what if the cable breaks? That's going to be a mess when that hits the ground. Oh, yeah, Wacky's going tonight? Yeah. Yep. Wacky, he's doing pretty good. Everybody's using his super chat, and he's doing all good. He's fun to watch once in a while. The problem is, right now, I can broadcast the live stream, but if I go to somebody else's to watch it, it cuts out. I can't talk to them. Oh, you got your parts just in time. You got parts on a Sunday night? Well, then again, you're in the city. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we get for living in the cornfield. See, if now my dad was alive, he would have made this stuff. My dad missed his calling. He opened till 8. Yeah, you just made it. Dad made some interesting tools over the years. His philosophy was, if you got to go to town to buy it, you can just well make it. And he done it. They had parts stores open 24 hours in Tennessee. Hey, that could be handy. Up, here comes the wind. I can hear it now. Great, there goes the temperature now. You'll probably start seeing icicles start forming from the ceiling here pretty quick. Like that movie Day After Tomorrow when they're in the library and all that frost. Yeah. I guess you have to send them a message to see what they want to do. Yep, my mom and dad both were pretty bad alcoholics. But he was a hell of a welder and a hell of a farmer. I guess my dad's claim to fame being in the war where he helped build the first concrete runway in Korea. So, oh, that would be my my luck, Mike. Yeah. Yeah, my dad was a farmer and a mechanic. He really didn't do the mechanic stuff. Now, my dad was one of those guys that could piss on an electric fence, grab an electric fence, or the one day he got me and got me good. I was trying to figure out why my Monte Carlo, my 76 Monte Carlo was missing. Had the HEI distributor in it. And he goes, well, maybe it's this wire. I'm like, well, if he's holding on to it, it must be dead. I grabbed a hold of that damn wire. My right arm went numb. My dad was laughing his ass off. I'm like over there, my arm's just hanging. I can't get it to work. He says, what's your problem? I'm like, that sucker's alive. He says, oh, it is? He grabbed it again. And he's holding, you could hear it zapping him in his hand. And, Army Hawk missile. Ooh, okay. And he just laughed. He shut off the car. Said, don't you ever do that to me again. And then the one time he got me, he goes, you got tennis shoes on. Don't let that metal bar touch the ground. Well, I had laid the bar on there. Okay, I didn't feel no twinge from the electric fence. I stepped through. I did not touch any of the wires. As soon as I stepped through, I got zapped. I said, blankety blank you, Dad. I went the long way around to go to where he wanted. He's like, I got it. I'm like, I ain't doing that again. You got me once, you're not getting me twice. Oh, wow. I don't remember my dad. See, my dad, he wouldn't... When the recruiters kept trying to get me, I don't know what my dad said. All I know is the one night, the one recruiter showed up. at the farmhouse. Dad told me to go outside. I'm like, oh, okay. I went outside. About 10 minutes later, the recruiter left. And I never had another one contact me again. My dad never would talk about what he did in the service. All I know is once he talked to that recruiter, that was the last time a recruiter ever tried getting me. I don't know what he said. And so, I don't know. All I know is my dad said he had a lot of good stuff, and his Foot Locker got stolen on the way home. And, yeah, the wife's got her uncle's? No, grandpa's. Grandpa's bracelet he picked up over at Jerusalem from the Holy Land, right? Yeah, he was in telecommunications, and she ended up with the bracelet he brought back from the Holy Land. We wanted to take it somewhere and get it to the praise to see what the thing's worth. Yeah. First that bike coil wire. Oh, that and magnetos. Magnetos, those are another one that gets you good too. Had to reload again, huh? Mini bike, okay. Wife's talking to the squirrel and the other gal she's working with. Wow, that's doing good, HRM. He's had a heck of a... Battle some cancer. Oh, wow, that's cool. Prayed up. Go grab the spark plug the generator. Oh, oh man. Yeah. Oh. Well, I had. You remember the old circular saws Black and Decker used to make that had the metal cases? Uh, I had rebuilt my dad's old one, put it together, and little to uh, a little the ground wire inside. I didn't know I pinched it in the case until I was using those old saw tables where you could mount the circular saw under, and you had an instant table saw. And I grabbed a hold of the blade to check the clearance. So I grabbed a hold of the blade. It sat there and wouldn't let go of me. I was standing in water in the basement. It was damp, the old farmhouse basement was damp, and yeah, I grabbed a hold of that blade and the little yeah. Needless to say, I didn't try to do any more woodworking in the. Yeah. Well, he's had a hell of a fight there. That's it's good that he can do that. That's pretty good that he's able to sit around and do that and still enjoy life. Hello, Ryan again. Welcome back. So you want to venture out and see what it's like, dear? So they allowed to close the store or no? Okay. And I take it was Dodo? Did he have the key?
She saw the car when they put it by.
Okay. Yeah, Mama Bear's going to go out and see what the roads are like.
The one that lived over here in the bottom, don't say name, calling our boss, Carol, complaining because all the food was fishy. It all looks like crap. I'm calling her and her boyfriend.
Oh, really? Wait until I see her.
I said to Amanda, I said, what do you mean? She goes, I don't know. She recooked everything. Is it because I wouldn't go work with her in Lakeview? I can't do that crap anymore.
I know you can't.
I found where to stick it. It's my job. That was the first time.
Ooh. You mess with me, that's fine. You mess with the wife, that's fine. You start messing with the kid, yeah.
Or she find out that she's going to be over here helping Teresa.
Right. Okay, Carl, sorry I missed you if you left already, Carl.
Alright.
Alright, be careful. And,
I'm going to go see how bad it is.
alright, you be careful.
Yeah.
What's it doing?
I don't. The wind's blowing. I can still see your footsteps.
Socks.
I can still see your footsteps, so I don't think it's snowing.
Okay, maybe it's just blowing around more.
You don't want out there. Go on.
Socks. Goofy cat trying to go outside. I don't know. Somebody is. Yeah. That's the problem living in a small town. Squirrel's cooking tonight, and she's been having great sales and everything. And somebody was. You got crap weather. You really shouldn't be out. Squirrel has recooked everything. And somebody was complaining, saying Squirrel's cooking looked like crap. I was going to complain to the main boss. Funny thing is, when Squirrel's cooking, she has good nights. It's the other employees. So, yeah. So, I mean, the kid's 16 years old. She's working. She's not like all the other teenagers in town living off mommy and daddy. She's out trying to work and do her thing, and now somebody's trying to get her in trouble. Oh, wow. Lightning Survivor, you got her all fixed up. That was a heck of a way you found out about the water leak in your house in the first place. Well, we are at we are at 23 degrees yet. But as of 3 a.m., we were supposed to have wind chills of 30 below. So, yeah, it's going to get cold. And then 50-mile-per-hour winds tomorrow. Man, oh, man. 81? Trade ya. Trade ya. Here, pretty soon I'll be going, dying from the heat. You went 10 days without water. God, 10 days have gone by already? Jeepers. Well, we went, what, 2.5, 3 days without water in the house because it froze. Wow. 65. Wow. That's a big temperature change there, Jersey. Or city. City redneck. Okay. No, they got lucky. No frozen pipes. Yeah, it's going to be cold tomorrow. And like I said, I've got to help her. I guess if he lays under the truck, I mean, really, it should only be about a half hour, 45 minutes under the truck, and we should be able to set it down and pull the motor. Oh, boil water for you time, huh? Wow, that's kind of strange for Indiana to have temps like that. That's this weather. Global warming, yeah. Global freezing taking place. I noticed the other morning, got done with my shower and that, and I'm like, boy, the sun. Oh no. Usually the sun comes in my bedroom window, and the other morning I noticed it is way south this year. So we've kind of tilted a little more away from it this winter than I think normal. And then I've noticed too during the summer, and some other people have finally made the comment around here, that the sun sets way north in the northwest anymore, and it used to set over in the west. So, hey, world's forever changing. You never know. Maybe our axes have changed. Maybe that's why the weather's getting so screwed up. And then all these volcanoes that are becoming active that have been dormant, and fault lines, and hey, we live on an ever changing planet, so you never know. Some morning you could wake up and have a new address. Wouldn't that drive them nuts to have to remap the world because all the continents moved around? Well, we had about an inch or two of snow here. But according to Mama Bear, when she just walked out the door, it seemed like it moved on. It moved on. Well, that's really starting to chafe my... Don't pick on the squirrel. Oh, that's really starting to chafe me. But at least the company that they work for knows squirrels cooking's good, and squirrels ain't ever had any complaints, but God dang it. Yeah. Think of something else. Motors, cars, rat rod, something. Don't think about squirrel. She'll be fine. I used to call it the old steam heat, but they say it's a hot water because we got a broiler in the basement and we got the old cast iron registers in the house. Pistons, cranks. And when I was down there working on the water main to get it thawed out, that's when I found out. I think I do believe you're right, HRM. I think the circulation pump that they added when they put the new boiler in, our water here is bad. It eats up pipes, as you guys seen in I showed you the picture of the filter. I think the circulation pump is rusted solid again. But I think that dang pump was like $200, and so we get what heat we got off it. Otherwise, we're using space heaters. That's what everybody said it's supposed to be some of the best heat. And you know what the sad thing is? When we first moved in here, they said keep it about 68, 70 degrees. when we first moved in our house, that's when gas prices first went ballistic. Our 1 month of heating this house was $1,600. Looked at the wife. I said, "We got to turn that thing down." And now we've got it down but we got it set at about 58, 60 now in the house. So yeah. And we wondered why people quit coming over. Well, your house is so cold. Well, what do you run your temperatures at? 75. I'm like, no wonder I'm dying when I go to their place. So yeah, a lot of people stopped coming and seeing us because we kept our house so cold. They're like, well, you need to turn the heat up. Well, we don't. Yeah, we've got it down. When we had that cold snap there for the 2 weeks, we were running between 48 and 54 degrees in the house. Hey, Chum Joe, how you doing? So, yeah. It was cold that couple of weeks. Yeah, and the thing about it is, heat pump without the electric strips. Oh, okay. Yeah, when we told them, they said, well, we could put whatever heat in. I said, why don't you put in a forced air again? Speaking of that, I got the electric bill for the farm. I got to call them because I'm not sure if they got the payment agreement in on that or what. If they didn't, there went $400 on that furnace. Yeah, I need it. Yeah, Joe. Yeah. They were going. I said, "Why don't you put a forced air in?" Well, I had to go to work. I was working at the time. I left. I thought they were, and she says, got home. They said, Mama Bear says, they didn't change over to what you told them to. I'm like, what? And I went down. I said, well, what's going on? He said, oh, this was easier to put in. I'm like, yeah, the budget pay, yeah. One time I caught the gal. I said, what are you guys doing, running 2 or 3 sets of books? And she said, yeah. Oh, no. Needless, after I pointed that out, all of a sudden we had a credit with them. Went from being $400 behind to having a $230 credit. Explain that one. Yeah. It's running, putting on the 17. Okay. My neighbor's got a heat pump up at his house, and but I guess he's found out they didn't install his right, and it's not working like it's supposed to. Oh yeah, we've gone the. Right now we're put a tarp over it. Okay. We're in that until April 1st. They can't do anything. But if we don't have the money to pay the bill by then, yeah. Yeah, the heat pumps are a good thing, but unfortunately for here in town, I don't think the city would let us do it because I don't think we got enough ground space to spread out. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us, Prayed Up. And I'll keep an eye out for an old wheelies around in that, and I'll let you know, and hopefully you can find something on that site that was shared with you. I can't remember the name of it now. Like I said, someday mine don't stick with it. $900 a month? Yeah. Hemmings. Yeah, thank you, Dan. God, that should be I should think hummingbirds, but then I'd be calling it humming instead of Hemmings. You got a 4-ton put in for $2,500? Where do you live? That was a deal. I know a guy that just had like a 4 or 5-ton put in, and I think they charged him $15,000. See, that's the problem around here. They, I can't remember how many wells they drilled for him, but yeah, he said it was like almost 15 grand finished for his heat pump. I'm like, Jesus, that's a lot of heat. He says, but it's nice heat, very nice heat. He says cheap on cooling too. He said his AC bill for the 1 month was like $22. I was like, wow, that would be nice. Our AC bill is $300. Running window air conditioners. Yeah. And most nights we sit in this house with this fluorescent light here on and the laptops and nothing else, and our electric bill still pushes $200 to $300. And then I find out a guy out on the East Coast I know told me what his electric bill was. I'm like, you gotta be kidding. $65 for the month? Huh? Oh, and I see the farm bill. Looks like they raised the, let's see. Looks like they raised the cost of having the meters out there again. Let's see, where is it? Should be here. It was here. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, wait, or did I leave that in the truck? That might be out in the truck. That might be. Yeah, anyway. No. They get almost $100 a month just to. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That was cool, HR. Okay. Yeah, what are you oopsing for, Mike? Oh, yeah, it's crazy on how the prices for stuff, just like this gasoline. I mean, that prices are all over the place. You never. And the sad thing is, most of the gas stations are, yeah, I know, owned by a couple people here. And from his own store, from their own stores to store, there's anywhere sometimes from 5 cent to 30 cent difference in price, and it's all the same place. They blame it on the cost of the trucking to get it to the store. Really? Oh yeah, you sent me a message, didn't you, Dan? Let's see. I forgot the phone went off and. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now here, the ones close to the interstates are actually usually the cheapest, which is backwards. And if you go over by Mason City, Iowa, a gallon of milk over there was under. It was like $1.75 for a gallon, and the same gallon of milk here is almost $4 a gallon. I'm like, yeah. They call it supply and demand. Yeah, I got another name. We got gallon milk now that we're getting $3.59, $3.60, but yeah, in the ghetto, yeah. That was it, Joe. God, I would love to have your bill. I don't know. Hope we got a bill. I don't think so. I don't. No, that's yeah. Jeez, that's wow. That's crazy. That's just the get. Well, that's still cheaper than what our gas bill's going to be. I guarantee you. I'll guarantee you that. Now that you bring that up, I haven't seen our bill yet. Nope. Nope. Maybe the mailman ate it. That seems to happen around here a lot. We've gone through phases where we don't get mail. Okay. Not too bad out there?
Yeah, once you get out of town, highways are
normal
slick.
Okay.
Driving. Did you hear me out front?
Wasn't sure.
I gunned it going by the house.
Did you?
And then I gunned it going around the corner.
And it still
Nothing.
did.
Just go 0 to 20. Nothing. No slide, no traction. Nothing comes up. I went out to the blacktop between here and our.
Yeah.
Doing about 20, I decided, let's do a Huey. 20.
Right.
Slick highways. Nothing. Just turned around. Damn it.
Yeah, Mama Bear's not used to having an all-wheel. She's not used to having an all-wheel drive vehicle now. We had to get rid of her rendezvous before that killed us, and she ended up getting a decent deal on it. Nobody caught it. It's been in a couple of videos, but nobody said anything. She ended up getting a 2010 Cadillac.
August.
Yeah, back in August, she got that. And one of those SRX 4s? Or is it an SRXS? No, SRX 4. Yep. It's been a dang good car. And like she's purposely just tried sliding it on the slick streaks. It just grabs and goes. So, yeah, she's... But after we got it, I'm kind of a little nervous. The first time it has electrical problems, we're sending it down the road. Did not realize the Cadillacs were having that many electrical problems, but so far, hers is doing good. One owner. Case of being in the right place, right time, and I didn't think we were going to get an $800 trade-in on the rendezvous, and the guy gave us the trade-in. We knew the prices before he did the trade-in, and he did her good on that old rendezvous. Yeah, I'm going to stay GM. I'm too old to change. I've had better luck with GM products than I have with anything else.
And then, the worst part about it?
What's that?
Finally got nice toasty buns and everything, and I'm home.
Yeah?
Now you come in here and cook free.
It's an SRX 4. Yeah.
No, I didn't say whore. I said 4.
Yeah, it's a 2010, so. Yeah, yeah, her third job has been paying that one. She's been watching videos and she found out how well it goes through a snowdrift. She's like, let's go. I'm like, really? That Jeep ain't too bad. As long as the wiring under the hood don't catch fire. That seems to be the only problem with Jeep. And the 4.0 motors. The 4.0 motors were another trouble for the Jeep. But they all got their problems. They're all going to break down and cost us money at the wrong time. Mine today was just, I know I need new tires, but holy, the price of tires nowadays, creepers. Right. Right. or wait until some of these motor builds get in and I get some money done. Yeah, the woohoo! Not really. Woohoo! Woohoo is because you're going back to your other job. Right. There's a 24-minute long for G. Wow. Okay. I would be skip ad real quick. Yeah, all cars. It's just going to continue to get worse. And now I've been watching these guys with these battery operated cars. You know, that's all fine and dandy, but I don't know. It seems like there's more toxic stuff in those big batteries than there's in it, what they put in the one battery to run one car. And actually, you're not really gaining anything because you're just going to drive electrical cost up. Tesla, that's it. Thank you. Thank you, Dan. Yes. Well, the guy that invented the motor to run on water got murdered. Yeah. The oil companies bought up the rights to all that and killed it. Yeah, well, there's so many other ways of doing stuff, but we're kind of all becoming set in ways that is made. Nobody can come up with an idea anymore. Yeah, beam me aboard, Scotty. Yeah, that's. Yeah, well, hey, they always said. Well, weren't we supposed to be about the Jetsons? Wasn't it? Was in the cartoon they predicted by the year 2020 or what was it? Well, I can't even remember what we were supposed to be flying around like they did on the. Yeah, and you know, Craig, what that probably come down to is you probably kept up all these cars. If you got to keep up the maintenance on them, they all would do good. And I'm guilty of it with my O2. I'm not keeping up the oil changes like I should. I just had to check the oil level light come on in it again, which seems like it came on awful quick. I gotta go back and see how when it was when I changed the oil, but I noticed when it gets closer to the 3,000 mile mark, it does start using the oil, but prior to that, it don't. But you never see it in the tailpipe or anything because the way they got the catalytic converter set up and the way they've changed the oil, you don't see the smoke. And a lot of these cars, they blamed, Ford, GM, everybody's got rust issues again. I don't care what manufacturer you got. They've got rust issues, and that comes down to what's put on the road. And like South Main Auto says, if people would wash the underside of their cars would last longer than 10 years. 4 Bronco, 2 Fords. Yeah, they start ticking for when they're ready for the oil change. Yep. It just, yeah. And you know, yeah, you got to. I mean, if you want them to last, you got to take care of them. That's why I want to get the rust fixed on the O2. And just being under it today, it killed me having to do what I had to do to get the spare tire out of the truck. I had to cut the cable. Get the spare tire. It came down 2 inches, and do you think that thing had come down anymore? I finally got under there with the cutoff wheel, cut her off so I get to the spare to put it on the truck. Okay. Yeah. Using that much oil is normal. Okay, whatever. Uh, yeah, it just. And I had one truck that I kept cleaned a lot, and then I found out our town water at the time had a problem with it. And actually, with me power washing the frame all the time, with the body was good, ate the frame out behind the driver's side wheel. So I stopped washing cars in town. Oh, then I seen a guy, the death wobble on these Fords and Dodges and the Chevys that are happening. Guy had an F-350, took it to the dealership, and you know what the dealer's answer was to him? That truck is not designed to go down the highway faster than 60 mile per hour without a load in it. With a load in it, you may be able to do 65. So they said that's why that truck had the death wobble in the front end. That came from the dealer. That was their excuse to not do anything to the truck. He said the F-350s are not designed to go faster than 60 mile per hour. What? Yeah. All right, Craig. Thanks for hanging with us. You stay safe, stay warm, and have fun. And my cousin, when I went to her funeral, the other cousins were talking about a guy that had a brand new Ford. He was in floodwater, but it only got up to the hubs, about not even over halfway up the hubs. And he went home, changed his clothes, and went down his driveway, and he about drove off in the ditch. He couldn't. Rain or snow makes you sleepy. That's fine, Judy. And otherwise, I put you to sleep now. And the guy, the dealership he bought it from was straight down from him, and he got it down there. And long story short, they said, well, you were in the water, you shorted out your electrical system. It's not covered under warranty. $2,500 to fix it. And that's when he found out the new Fords have what they call electric assist steering in it. So I'm not sure if the steering column actually goes down to the gearbox, or if that's all electronically controlled now. Oh, wow. That would have been scary, Dan. Oh, really? Okay. Hey, TJ, how you doing? Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Yeah, Ford's phasing out the diesels, and I just seen the release of the 2019 Chevrolets. They are coming out with a new inline 6-cylinder diesel in the new Chevys. I'm like, really? Okay. I'm not sold on diesel myself. I've had a couple. The diesel gets gelled up, you're done. You're towed home. The gas, you can almost fix it alongside the road. Diesel gelled up, you're done. You're taking it to a warm building, you're towed. So how you been doing, TJ? Wow, you do keep them clean. That's a good job. Yep, Matt's here and a few others. And hey, Kelly, you came in. Yeah, Kelly, we had some snow here, and 3 a.m. we're getting some more cold weather, so be ready in a couple days. There's some more cold weather coming for you. I'm not doing too bad, TJ. We're just trying to keep busy and have fun, pass the night. Speaking of that, I better check the battery. Yep, hey, we're doing better. Tablet's doing better this week. Yay! Just kicking back, having fun, just talking about this and that and whatever else comes up. And hopefully after Thursday, next weekend's live stream, I'll be able to maybe invite somebody else in on the panel and have other people than just me sitting here talking. So, could be an interesting one next weekend. Hoping. Yeah, trying to going to try out a new internet. And I think it's going to be a good move. So then we can have more fun and be out at the shop. Yeah. Well, and you know, when I redone the front end on my O2, you know, compared to the 76 Monte Carlos you compared the old Monte Carlos and Malibu parts on their front ends, I don't ever remember having issues other than wheel bearings going bad. To what they put in this new stuff, some of that stuff's smaller than my pinky. It's crazy on how they've lightened everything up, thinned it up. So how do they expect those front ends to stay straight and not wobble around? Or you see the trucks at the truck poles pulling the sled, and all of a sudden both wheels, both Ford and GM, any make I've watched, a lot of them, all of a sudden the wheels do this number, turn in on each other. It's like, wow, yeah. Chinese metal. Mm-hmm. We send them good metal, we don't know what we get back. Yeah, that's right. What was it? The father-in-law was boring a block one time. And every once in a while you'll hear the boring bar bit snap. And he heard it snap and he goes, I shouldn't have done that. So he put a new one in, started again, got back down there, snapped the second one. He's like, what's going on here? So he got looking down in there. We could see a hole. And then the cylinder wall was a partially not melted bolt in the block. He's like, okay. So they ended up, he took less of a cut and made more passes and cut it out and put a sleeve in that block for the guy. Yeah, the size of the valves, I mean, they're trying to lighten all this stuff up and everything. I mean, it's crazy. And the thing about it is they're saying they're lightening up the safe, but there's no savings when you buy it. It costs you more. I mean, it's kind of like the big things like having a big earth moving machine costs you $1 million, and you go to a Lamborghini and that thing costs you $300 million or something. I mean, you're getting less and it costs you more. So, yeah. I had a guy that was going to try and stick a Triton motor in an older 90 Ford, and he has since sold the truck all of a sudden. He decided that wasn't worth doing. You know, he was trying to take a newer motor and put it in an old Ford. I still had the old 97 styles. Mama Bear and I stopped and looked at a couple of new pickups one time. $60,000 for the base truck. It's called Trifton. Yeah, it's crazy. And then you got guys at the dealership. I mean, like, what do you got the new? Yeah, the Navstar 6.0 junk. Yep. Those North Star Cadillac motors. I had a guy one night at the bar picking on me. He says, "You figure out where the starter is." He says, "I'll give you $500." Man, I looked and looked and looked and looked. I couldn't find the starter. Found out later it was under the intake. Like, really? Who would have thought to put a starter under the intake? That was stupid. I think I had one of those motors, but I pitched it. Because people didn't keep it where it was dry, and I couldn't turn it over when I got it. Yeah. Another guy I know that some kind of swamp machine that they had used out in the swamps. And they kept telling the one engineer, "You screwed up on this." "Oh, no. Well, here they are out in the water doing a power line or I don't know what they were doing. But the machine broke. They went back to the shore, got the engineers, took them out there and says, "You guys don't get to come to the shore until you figure out what's wrong." And they're like, oh, it'll come out. So they went out there. You guys don't know what you're doing. They left the engineers out there for almost a full day. They brought them back to shore. There was like order for 15 of these machines. They had 3 of them almost completed. They scrapped them right on the spot. After the engineers had to go out and work, and they twisted everything every which way from Sunday, they went back and they redesigned that machine, and they got it right the second time. Side terminals, yep. I've had many of those break off or melt out. Yeah, and I kind of, when, I think it was last year, the year before, well, last year, because it was when we were dealing with the kidney stone. Mama Bear and I and Squirrel went to the car museum there in Iowa City. I thought, boy, they're crazy for bringing back these big 20 and 22-inch tires. No, history's just repeating itself. Some of those old cars had those great big tires on them back in the day. Might have been 5 inches wide or something, but they had big 20, 22, and 26-inch tires on some of the first cars. It's kind of weird on how we're going back to having those big tires again. And it's just kind of history repeating itself. So they say about every 100 years, which it's getting close to where some of those cars we looked at down there, they're about 100 years old. They say 100 years you repeat. It's crazy. Bigger brakes, yep. Yep, we just... Yeah, 24s on the modern days Caprice, yeah, that's just not right. That's not. Are these tires that are only about an inch tall on the sidewall? Come on, that ain't even. You just will put forklift tires on your car. Oh man. Yeah. Drive down the gravel road with those 24-inch tires on it with those little sidewall tires. You'll fill every rock, pebble, and ant you run over. It's crazy. But I do notice a lot more people are doing a lot of live shows. I do notice at night there's a lot more live shows going on, which is cool. That's good. One of these days I'll figure it out. Get it going. Get it working right. Yeah. Hey, Kelly, you still in here? Did you pop in, say hi, and disappear on us? Yeah, I haven't seen any more from you, bud. He may be gone. I know he was working on his supper. He bringing all 4 tires out for a festiva on your arm. Yeah. Hey, those tires make good torch carts tires. I gotta find me a couple more donuts and I can build me a torch stand for my torch cart for my stand. No, a torch cart for my. Okay, Judy, you stay safe down there too and keep warm, and hopefully you always don't get too much snow down there. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, never mind. Make a stand for my torch. Yes, I'll get that spit out. There we go. Hey, don't belong to you either. Mama Bear's chiming in. She's checking in again. Hey. Hey there, Evan. How you doing? Yep. No, I don't think he lives in Waterloo. Got the wrong last name. We know another Evan. Used to be friends. Well, went to school with our daughter, yes. Hey, we got 14-14. Hey! Not doing too bad tonight. Yep, we just got the... Well, thank you, Evan. Yep, we're trying. Ooh, there's a swap meet out there in March. Lincoln, Nebraska. That really ain't that far. Oh, Nebraska. Nebraska's not that bad, dear. Yes, I did when I went to Sabrina's graduation. Yeah, it may be boring, but would you rather go to Green Bay, Wisconsin again? Well, in March. Okay, Kelly. Well, so I thought you had your problems all fixed up. Well, you take care, bud. Thanks for stopping by. Rocky Megaline Annual Swamp. Okay. Well, keep me posted on a date and time. Yeah, I'd like to go out to that. Maybe we'll have enough. Yeah, and the address and all that, Ken. I think you got me on Facebook, don't you? You can Facebook me that stuff or private message me on here. I don't know. One way or another, just remind me when it gets closer. That would be cool. I'd like to start going to swap meets. I got these double humped heads, which, yeah, everybody's going after the Vortex. Okay, cool. That'd be cool. That'd be neat. I see your phone does the same thing like mine. Leaves the N out. Well, Mike, I think the wife could hear it today, and it does. It sound as we start the truck, and it's pegging. It's getting up to 15 plus volts now, so I think my alternator's going bad. So I'm going to have to do something with that soon before I cook the battery. Build a cool flathead. Yeah, I'd have to find a flathead first. That kind of would be fun to build an old flathead. This new Ford stuff, I don't like so much. The old school Ford, no, that ain't so bad. But this new school, well, anything new school is just. Mine sounds like a to the wife it sounds like a whistle, and it, yeah, it's, yeah, kind of like a blow off valve on a, yeah, yeah. Now see, I don't know that alternator. Oh, I took a picture of that, didn't I? I can't remember. There's a sticker on there, or if it's the original. That thing could, if it's original, that thing could have two underneath. Oh, there is a sticker on it. I see. Oh yeah, it's been replaced. Yeah. So Lord knows. Oh. Oh. Huh. This is interesting. Yeah, I think I better be getting an alternator after. No, don't wait out. See that there? That's the picture of the windings in there, and it looks like the coating's coming off the wiring. So yeah, I think I need a new alternator. It's kind of cool. I never thought of blowing up the picture to see what that looks like inside. Huh. Bah humbug, no. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. Oh, you're full of hot air, lady. No, you don't need to bring your cold hands in. No, you've been outside. No, you keep your feet in there. Yeah, it sounds like a little turbo. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't want to cook that battery because the guy I got the truck from just put that battery in there a year ago. So, oh well, for right now, I guess I could steal the one off that gray truck. The gray truck only goes to a little over 14 volt, so and I think that was new too. So yeah, I might grab the one out of the gray truck for now. Or I could swap it out and yeah, that would not be good out in the middle of plowing and have your alternator go out, Matt. No, that would not be fun. 377? Yeah, I've thought about it. See, when Mama Bear met me, that's what she got to drive at first with my 377 in the Monte Carlo. She had fun with that.
Yeah, well, your friend didn't like me.
Which friend?
Donkey. Monkey. Whatever you call him. Because I scared him.
You scared him?
When I was driving the brown mommy.
Yeah? I know you scared the crap out of Sam, too.
Yeah.
And her Mama Bear's girlfriend or friend or whatever was she about died when I said, well, go ahead, take the money. I'll be up there later. And she's like, huh? And her friend looked at me like, you're nuts. I watched them leave. She did good. Found out later Mama Bear got up on the highway and she had fun. Yep. She had fun with that car. That's kind of why. Yeah, you can drive. Then my nephew found out too. He went out and drag raced a bunch of people with my car. Found that out a few years later. And I confronted him about it. He couldn't keep a straight face. He started laughing. He said, yeah, I did. Like, you know, shit. Yeah, my truck, it almost sounds like an intake whistle, but it's not that. And it only does it when it's really, really cold. Well, we were up to 24 today, and it still did it today, so. 2 hours and 34 minutes already. Holy moly. You got this really makes the Sunday nights go by fast. It's for some of us. Well, why'd you get up so early for? Well, close your eyes and go back to sleep. I know it don't. Never has with you. What's my Facebook? It's just Rod Bettin, Bettin. Yeah, Bettin. Bettin. Yeah. The Rod Bettin. Yeah, that's the one. I had to stop to think. I got a second one. I think that's my full name, Rodney. But the Rod Bettin one's the one I use. And that's also got the Seabear Motors Facebook page on that one. So. Talked with one of the racers here yesterday and end of the week. So I got to get the Ford Ranger out the next day or two. About midweek or so, I'll have motor coming in for a teardown and inspection, see what he's got. He knows nothing about the motor. It came with the car he bought. And he wants to know what it is, and then he wants to change some few things. So. Yeah, he already printed off the rules. Bettin, Bettin. Let's see if I can. do this here. Yep, no. Can't even spell my own name, jeepers. There you go. I just put it up in text. There you go. Oh, yeah, 79 Lincoln. That's what you got. Okay. Yes, Matt needs a rear bumper and possibly the 2 front fenders if we can find good ones. Yeah, it's like a Thunderbird, basically, yeah.
I love that car. That car got me through a lot of good times.
Yes, it did.
Put people in cakes in the trunk.
Bouncing it off. Lincoln Continental is what he's got. Yeah, her old Thunderbird, she'd bounced it off trees to stop there for a while because she didn't have any brakes. Then she drove it around for almost a year with no reverse.
Hey, just don't park where you gotta back up.
That is true.
I sure in the heck wasn't gonna walk. It's like 3 miles one way to work.
Yeah, back then, yeah. Now you got 5 miles.
I know.
Then it'll be 10 miles.
I know, and I'll never be home. So I have to see if I can sneak on the computer Sundays and chat with you so I can at least say hi.
Yeah.
Oh, you want more?
Sure. You did a good job on that tonight. Some of the best cocoa I've had on a hot chocolate I've had in a long time.
That's because it was made with love.
I think she got frostbite, people. No, she's Windows update. Remind me. Yeah, okay. I'll just let that sit there. You see, Windows has a Windows feature update. Just popped up and wants to probably screw up my computer again. I think she's making it with water. Now she's in the kitchen singing. Okay. What has happened to Mama Bear? Nice to hear her like this. Yeah, Mama Bear can't stand milk products. She's funny. Let's see. Okay, I'll pick. Restore or install updates. Yes. Yeah, it's. I don't know why everything's got to change so much with these computers, but heck, you get a brand new computer before you even take it out of the box. The thing was obsolete before it went out the shop door. That's just the crazy part. And growing up, I don't know if you guys ever remember it, the Commodore 64 computers. I wanted one of those so bad because when I was younger, I was writing computer programs. Now I have a hard time just using the computer. I don't like Windows anymore and don't use Apple. Yeah. And VIC 20. Yeah, I wanted the Commodore 64 so bad, and I tried talking my dad into let me have one. Never did get one. And then when I did get finally back in the computers, my buddies were like, "What you?" This was a whole new world when we started with computers. Yeah, I was getting A's and A plus writing computer programs back in the day, but unfortunately, when I went through school, they considered that an extracurricular activity, and my other grades were kind of suffering, so they yanked me out of it. But oh well. I guess I wasn't supposed to be a big computer guy. Then I was rebuilding them for a while, but then I got burned out on that, so I just use them, break them, take them. Somebody else let them have the headache of fixing them. Well, right now I'm using a Windows 10 computer and a Windows Vista. Our Vistas are still working just fine. No longer supported by anything, but they're still working. If that computer ever dies where I can't use the Amazon's actually a computer. Yeah. Cortana or Total Junk, yeah. This. Yeah, the smartphones. This one ain't that old, and I'm almost thinking I need a new screen. Otherwise, it's a screen protector. It's actually this one that's Vista is a Dell. It's an old Inspiron 1501. I bet you that thing's, oh Jesus, 15 years old, 16 years old. I'm still using it. Saved it from the landfill. Buddy rebuilt it, and it's worked. Been old reliable for me. Yeah. And I keep forgetting to check that. Somebody brought up something about Snap-on supposed to be made overseas. I don't think they're made. I think the batteries. I think everybody's batteries are made overseas nowadays. But maybe I just figured out how I'm getting metal savings. Ouch. That might explain it. But everybody's batteries are made in China. We don't make them here. And that's a sad thing. But it seems like a lot of companies are finally coming back. Hopefully. I mean, we got so many problems in this world. They're not going to get fixed in the next 4 years. It ain't going to get fixed in the next 8 years. Yeah. And I noticed somebody was using. I couldn't get a good look at it. I wasn't sure if it was a Milwaukee or if it was a Harbor Freight cordless ratchet. It was red. That's all I know. It was either Harbor Freight or Milwaukee, and he was using a DeWalt battery on it. Yeah, Jeep's going to China. Did see a news bleep where Chrysler's supposed to be bringing stuff back from Mexico. Yeah, the Android does pretty good. Like I said, my phones kind of get rough and tough, and I never get the good ones. I always get the cheap phones. Good. I've never been one. Maybe that sticks out that I've seen people checking their food stamp balances on $800 iPhones. I'm like, yeah. Maybe it was. Yeah, I was just trying to get a good look at the tool he was using to see if it was a. What it was. It was either. I don't know. But I know the battery was definitely a DeWalt battery. The autocorrect, yeah, the autocorrect can create some interesting conversations once in a while. Read back what you read. I'm like, whoa, that ain't even close to what I said. Oh, Mac sells DeWalt's now. Okay, maybe it was a Mac then. Okay. And back when I first started turning wrenches and that, I thought you could go buy your SAE Sears Craftsman set and you had everything covered. Little did I think there would be so many different sockets, extensions, all. It's crazy on how all this has changed since 1987. That's when I got my first real tool set. It was in '87. I got it for going college then. What went blank? And I see Harbor Freight is giving Snap-on a run for its money on power tools and now toolboxes. And you know, I do have a couple of the general toolboxes, and they are a nice box. The red ones. Don't buy the black ones. The black ones are the cheesy ones. They seem flimsy. The metal don't seem near as good as the red ones. But you're just storing your tools. And like one of my friends said years ago when I got broke into, she said, I thought you had this place where they couldn't get in. I said, no. Yeah, Craftsman's pretty much done for. I said, no, I didn't have it to where they couldn't get in. I just gave them the weak links. That was going to be the easiest for me to fix when they got in. Okay, maybe it is the Mac. Thank you, dear. Oh, you got your hands warm this time. That is so nice. Oh, you got warm hands. Thank you. What'd you do? Put them in the fire? Mm-hmm.
I smell. You want pink eye?
Yeah. Ah, okay. Oh. Give it a try. Oh, Jesus.
I should be paid chiropractor wages. Hello? Ryan.
Wow. I think she finally got my neck. Oh, wow. The last 2 nights has been bugging me. I think she finally finished it off.
All you have to do is go.
Yeah, one of these days your head's going to fall off and I'm going to get blamed for it.
And your point is?
See, I told you everybody likes seeing you on here. Yeah. Oh, thanks you for the... I've never called a friend on a mobile phone of any kind. That is kind of... Yeah, you didn't have to approve of your own comment there, Mike. Ooh, that's hot.
Yeah, hot. Cocoa.
Real hot, Coco. Yeah, just...
I need to put a warning label on it like all the other restaurants because you're going to sue me because I gave you hot liquid?
No, I'm good.
Well, that's good.
I mean, I can't say that. That would come out wrong. At least you didn't say subbed or subscribed. That is funny that YouTube throws a fit about that when people put that in the comments. The admin's got to allow it. Yep. Now, welcome whoever else just come in. I see we're up to 19 now. Well, Subway worked now. Now try it by just sub, and I bet you somebody's got to approve it. Anyway, that's the way it's been the last few times. All right, Matt. Wish I was there to help you. Oh, you can't? Oh, okay.
What's Matt doing?
Yep. There you go. Somebody's got to approve it. Yep. As soon as he did, it says this message is held for review.
What?
He put in the word sub, S-U-B, and YouTube blocks it so somebody's got to approve it. Yeah. Or if you write subscribed, it's got to be approved.
What's Matt doing?
Putting shocks in his pickup.
Nope, ain't helping you.
Oh, Mama Bear was going to help you until I told you you're putting shocks in your pickup.
I don't know. Last time I helped you do shocks or springs or whatever, I got my fingers pinched.
No, that was your alternator.
No, I helped you on the race car
Oh, did you?
with the shocks, and who got pinched fingers?
I don't remember. Last time I remember you pitching your fingers was when we changed the alternator in that rendezvous.
Why do you think I don't want to help you? I get my
right, HRM Weapons Machinist, you take care, and thanks for hanging with us tonight. And yeah, here in probably about 10-15 minutes, I'm probably going to shut this one down. Last week's 4 hours. I mean, 3 hours has been good tonight, but probably go. Yep, there he goes again, Dan. There, I approved you. That's crazy. Oh. I don't know what it is about a good hot chocolate, cup of hot chocolate, but that sure kind of soothes the stomach. I used to drink coffee, but I haven't drank that since I was about 6 years old. Can't stand the taste of it now. Sugar? Hell yeah. Like I said, I've been sitting here. Now, I've had it made with milk before, too. Yes. Yeah, milk's bad for you, but the problem is if I had it made with... What? Dear? Okay, thanks for coming by, Kurt. Yeah, a lot of people got to get up and go to work here, and yeah, 5:30 is coming fast. If you need a wake-up call, Mama Bear probably could give you a call. Now, if I had that made with milk, I'd probably be going, you guys would be watching a sleeping bear. Until somebody reported me for sleeping on the job. Got the feather duster. Hey, Socks, you hungry? I know where their bird is. Well, you gotta go out to the East Coast, and you can find a bird to eat. You just look away like, really? Oh, really? He stepped on. Well, this lazy. You know how lazy he is now? He waits until the mouse is in the trap, and then he rips it out of the trap now. He lets a mechanical device do his work for him. Do I got to run anybody anywhere tomorrow? Good. Hopefully the truck starts and the shop ain't too cold and we can get that lawn ornament out of the shop and get moved on to the other stuff. Time to get the 454 on the stand and get that finished up and broke in. No, I did not hear that about YouTube getting busted for that. It wouldn't surprise me. Because it seems like a lot of the bigger channels have been... See, like I was saying earlier, I've had people approach me, hey, why don't you put up a PayPal link or Patreon? Well, the Patreon, I guess, started taking more money, so that's kind of out of it. I've done the PayPal link, but nobody's used it. And I'm like, whatever. Don't make no difference. I got the ad money. I get a little bit here and there. But now I'm wondering what's going on with the ad money. Because it said I had X amount here. And now it's gone down. But I haven't been paid. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't know. It was a good thing. It was a good way. Yep, screw tube. Yep, someone. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. I notice he's doing shorter and shorter videos now too. Yeah. Seems like a lot of things are changing. Some of it for the better, some of it for who knows what. God, I hope everything works out this week, that I can actually use this computer, go in and do a live stream, and have a couple other people up here and just have a. I know a lot of you. I ain't like Green Bay wacky. I've had a friend of mine tell me I should tell jokes, and that comes far and few between. I don't have enough family left to do it on. Yeah, I've noticed his views I've dropped too there, Mike. And the nights I've been able to crack off the jokes about stuff and that, it's just kind of one of those nights you're in one of those moods and things work out. But my one buddy, I guess I get him going. I try it, but it don't ever seem to work too good. I don't know. I thought when I looked at his sub numbers, I thought they went down. But then again, like I said, all of a sudden it seems like it's been harder to find some of my regular videos that I watch and regular subscribers that I try and keep up on. It's like I've had to go in and find them again. There's one guy, I know I was subscribed to him, found him again, and when I went there, I was not subscribed. I'm like, really? I think I've got like, I don't know, 2,000. I thought about going through cleaning out the subscribers and start all over, but that's a heck of a job. I mean, I've been doing this for 2008, 2009, somewhere in there, so 10 to 12 years. Yeah, I know what you're saying there, Mike. I know what you're saying there. Seemed there was a lot of that going on there. But, that's what maybe I should do to that guy. Well, Jerry, if it was run low on oil and you put the timing chain in it, I got a feeling it's probably got some other issues now. Kind of makes you wonder why the chain broke. For me, I mean, because if that chain broke and the oil pump stopped too, yeah, I'm not sure. What kind of car are you working on again? Oh, the dampener came off and broke. Ooh. What kind of car is it? 91 3.1 Lumina. Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't break the crank. And I don't know if that's an interference fit motor or if hopefully you didn't bend some valves. I guess if you got it running, the next thing I would do if you got access to it is do a compression test on all your cylinders. See what kind of compression you got. Would be my next step. That will let you know real quick if you got some bent valves or yeah, 3.1 I'm working on in that Lumina at the farm. Is it popping, banging, or just not running smooth? was so dang cold. I'd have the wife cut my hair. Missing out real bad. I would do a compression test, Jerry. If you get a couple of cylinders that don't have any compression, then I'd be worried about bent valves. Usually by now, my hair. I do believe this is the longest beard I've had ever. It's getting down there. It took a year to get back. But no, yeah, I do a compression test, or at least maybe ZZ top, don't stop. Yeah. Maybe if my beard gets long enough next year, if it gets a little further down. Right, Jerry. Yeah, if you got the chain in and everything was in time correct, and it's not running right, I'd do a compression test just to make sure. And maybe it's not necessarily bent valves. Maybe it kind of bent a push rod, because I had a little Corsica motor that ran good. When we got it home, we found out it had bent push rods and everything else in it. And yeah. No, if my beard gets down a little further down my chest next year, I might actually dye the whole thing white. My hair, yeah. Then if I lose a little more weight, maybe I might go play Santa somewhere. A buddy of mine tried to get me to go do it. He says, I could get you a job doing it. He says, since you're all natural, he says, you get about $22 an hour to play Santa. I'm like, what? I'm like, But he says, you got to sit there and put up with kids screaming, yelling, puking, and peeing and pooping on you. I'm like, I'm wearing a suit, right? Line my legs with plastic bags. I'll be good to go. As long as the kid don't puke. That could be a problem. Oh, that was a dual overhead cam, or what was that one, Jerry? Well, later this year, hopefully. Maybe it'll be long enough, or maybe it's going to turn white on its own. I see it is getting underneath there. That's the greatest it's ever been. When I was younger and had a single cam, but not overhead. Okay. Yeah, overhead valve. Okay, yeah. And maybe you got a bad plug in it too. It could be a bad spark plug. Next step I would do is pull the plugs, inspect the plugs, do a compression test, and then if you find a cylinder or two that don't have any compression, then you know where your problem is. Then I would pull the valve cover. I don't think that had individual coil packs on it, did it? I don't remember. Has to. God, it's been so long since I worked on that 3-1, I don't remember. Hope when I go put the Ford back together, I remember where everything goes. It's pretty much all plug and play. Oh, that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. I should surprise Doug. I should take his transmission out, find a tranny and transfer case, and stick that 350 I just built in that guy's Ranger for him. Say, hey, you didn't tell me which motor you want rebuilt, so I made it worth something. Yeah, 2 cylinders. Hey, did you have to take the coil packs on? Yeah, 302. Put a 350 Chevy in that Ranger. He'd really wonder what's going on when he stood on the throttle. Double, if it's kind of missing popping. double 350 in my GMC. Oh, there you go. Double check your firing order and make sure you don't have your wires goofed. I've done it several times myself. Thought I was right. And when I went back through them, I'm like, oh, really? Okay. Because 135 would be on the front of the motor, 246 on the back, so. Oh, that's right. You were talking about the 400. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Why do you say you're allergic to yourself, dear? You're itching, huh? Well, Ryan, if you want a good motor, you know, you've heard that 350, I'm sure, run. It's ready to go. It needs a home. In Chop Shop, I don't know if anybody follows him. Chop Shop has taken my motor across the state of Nebraska and back. He's taken it down the Missouri a couple of times. And I guess he's going to be bringing it up to Sioux City, Iowa here soon. And, okay. Yeah, he's real tickled pink with that motor. I'm happy. I'm glad that motor's turned out as good as what I put into it. He said he went across the state and back into Nebraska, used 66 gallons. He said he got 13, 14 miles a gallon, and that was turning her at 32 or 3,500 RPM because of the rear end in that truck, and he said that was 70 miles per hour. I took them off, John, because I couldn't read the text. I need new glasses. I couldn't read the text, and now that I've taken my glasses off, it's the clearest I've seen in a few days. So I think my eyes might have improved a little. Be nice. Ha ha. So yeah, he is real happy with that motor. So yeah, my glasses were. I want to say, 135 are on the front and 246 are on the back. I think that's what I wired up that one I'm working on for. That way. I don't have that book here handy to look it up right now. Let's see. Well, maybe I might be wrong. Yep, okay, you're right. 135 are on the back, 246 are on the front. Okay, on that car. The 3800s, I know, was 135 are on the front, 246 are on the back. Okay. Yeah, you're right, Jerry. Sorry. Yeah, 91 Olds Cutlass. Yeah, 135 are on the back. This is for Olds Cutlass with a 3.1. There you go. That's what they got. You can see it. Thanks for stopping by, City Redneck. We try. I do the best I can. Sometimes it's not the greatest, but We only do what we can. Yeah, I double checked that, Jerry. Because here I found this is for a 93 Oldsmobile with a 3.1. And it says the front of the car is 246. So I guess they're backwards from the 3800s. Good thing I guess you just saved me some trouble later. You just saved me from having some issues. I would have had it all backwards. I would have been wondering what was going on. You never can keep all this straight to yourself. I mean, when you work on all different makes and models, I had a guy ask me a few times, how do you keep track of this stuff in the shop? It's crazy. My shop's a mess. It's even a mess now that with that Ranger in there. I still know where everything goes to. A couple of motors I'm kind of starting going, yeah, but they're just core motors, so it don't really mean nothing. Ever see a 454 run backwards? Maybe in the boats. I think that's where they did that, ain't it? Or I've heard of a couple applications, but I think that usually the marine application where they run them backwards, or some crazy drag strip driver changed, shot the PCV valve out. I bet it did. I bet it did. One time what was I doing? I was working on the motor. I had the driver's side head off. I still had the intake and the passenger side head on, and I had the plug wires off, and I don't remember what I was doing, but it happened on the engine start stand. And I was bumping over, and all of a sudden it started and ran on the 4 cylinders on the passenger side. I'm like, what in the world? I shut it off. I'm like, that was kind of cool. So I started up again and watched the pistons just sit there flop up and down and watched the lifters move. They were almost popping up out of the holes because there was no push rods to hold them in. But that's kind of neat to watch a motor run without one head on. So, one of those goofy things. Makes you like, wow, okay, that's cool. There is a couple videos out there of guys doing that. Got the head off one side and running it. It's kind of neat. And you know, these crate motors, they always keep saying they got them sealed. They got them sealed. You know what? Unless they put a wire seal through a head bolt hole, you can actually, if you're very careful and it takes a little practice, you can actually pull the head and intake off a small block Chevy completely together, and you can do whatever into the bottom end, and then put it back together and get it on there, and that, as long as there is no sealed wires through the head bolts, you can do it. You take a 50-50 chance of the intake gaskets not sealing, which that's no big deal, but yeah, I've done it a couple of times. It can be done. And I know of a local area, somebody's crate motor's not what it's supposed to be. I found that out. I'm like, kind of tells you how well they check the motors nowadays. So, yeah, I've been printing off modified street stock and hobby stock rules because, trying to get caught up with the new rules and regulations. Holy jeepers. I'd like to go back to the days, just run what you brung. That's right. Yep. Yeah, those big inline motors that they make those industrial air compressors out of. I had one of those at one time. The motor was cracked. Another guy was supposed to fix it for me, and I'd never seen it again. Got you the wrong block. Uh-oh. Oops. That's not good, Ryan. Hopefully they made it right for you. Hey Ryan, how bad did your 400 just seize up, or did you put the rods through the block? It just seized up. Okay, I'd still be interested in seeing what's wrong with that thing. Actually, those since it's got 400 heads on it, and if the heads ain't broke, I'd be interested in buying the heads off you. Then I would almost have everything I need to put the 400 I got. Oh yeah, the 350 will bolt up, no problem. 454 will bolt up, no problem. But the problem with that, the customer owns the 454 might strangle me and then hunt you down. Yep. A lot of people don't know that 280, everything from a 283 to 454 will bolt up to the same transmission. It just sometimes the bigger motors don't hold up. And those little 200 trannies they used to have back in the 80s, my God, we smoked those things up. They were fun while they held together, but they didn't usually hold together very long. What can you do to tune up the horsepower in that old Lincoln? It's in the body shop. Okay. Matt, your old 400 Lincoln, how many miles did it have on it? And I guess. Oh, okay. Yes, those little power start glide transmissions, they were fun. I had a couple old Impalas that had the power glides in them. And looking back, I should have just left them in a shed. The one had a 300 horse 320, a 300 horse 327 in it with a set of bolt hole double humped heads. Not, I can't remember where they went. I don't have the heads anymore, but they got away. Oh yeah, that's your truck's what, an 80 style, Ryan? 80. Okay, that's what. Okay, yeah, that won't be so bad to work on that after the paint job. I was going to say, oh man, too bad you couldn't get the motor in before the paint, but that one ain't going to be bad. Oh yeah, that 350 would fit sweet right in that truck. Put a good set of headers on it and some glass packs and put some piano string in the tailpipe. I mean, no. I guess you put certain piano string in your tailpipe. You can go down some Main Street, small town Iowa, and blast all the storefront windows out of it. Yeah, I am real happy with that 350. That 350 really has made me happy. It's already got glass packs on it. Yeah. Like I said, that 350, I'd like to keep it, but it needs to find a home. be a good one to put in the Camaro for right now. The one that's in the Camaro, it runs okay, but it sure don't run as good as the one that's on the start stand right now. Right? Know what? I know. I hope with these next few engine builds I can get the parts for the 377. Yeah, that'd be a good time to do it then, Ryan. Yeah, the money's got to come in. I can always duplicate the motors. And nice thing is, after working with this motor, I mean, first one, knock on wood, didn't give me any fits. A little hard starting at first, but once I got it all... Yeah, I know, dear. I really hope that truck's out of there tomorrow, and then we can get all the engine stuff back out on the floor and get the 454 done and out of there. Then we can start working on our own stuff. Heck, a couple hours a day out there with you, that would be good. Especially if we get the live stream working out there. Then everybody could watch you turn the wrenches. I sit back and moderate. I don't know. I bet you could probably run the torque wrench yourself nowadays. When Mama Bear first met me, that was her trouble. The final torque on the mains and that. She could do the rods pretty good. The mains kind of fought her a little bit. Otherwise, she did pretty good. One of her motors got claimed by a guy, and he took it home and let it sit on his shop floor. Never did run that motor again. Yeah. Scary motor, probably. What, the 377? Or what motor was scary? Now, 377s are fun. Yes, tablet, I know we got a windshield warning. Yes, you don't need to remind me. Yeah, I just looked at that, seen the time. Unless they got busy and didn't get to shut down. Jerry, she's actually built a couple of motors. And they did good. Her dad was a mechanic and had his own shop for years. And then he was a machinist for quite a few years. Yep. On the one valve cover, we wrote extra parts in the oil pan. A couple of guys didn't think that was funny. Yeah. 4-ring tall deck. 454. Okay. I ain't never had the pleasures of messing with a tall deck block yet. Now I hear of them making 432s out of these small block Chevys. I'm like, holy moly, that's crazy. Here we. Then you'll see how obnoxious she gets while she's assembling and lubing and yeah. Speaking of that, I gotta get me a couple of new ring compressors. One couple for 400 small blocks and one for a 60 over piston. I gotta. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's the way you word it, but the way you word it is what makes it or makes your mind change what it's thinking. Yep, she'll have fun with lubing cranks and rods. Yep, might have to stand in line. Yes, I have built. Hey, Farm Mark, I have built a couple of 383s, putting the 400 crank in the 350 blocks. I don't. I don't know what we did, but I just never did uh, have good luck with that version. But when I put the 350 crank in the 400 block, I had great luck with it that way. But there's a subscriber on here, Case. He runs a Nova drag strip, and that's what he's running is the 383 stroker in his Nova, and he's got that thing running really, really nice. So I know a lot of things have changed because when I was building the 383s, yeah, that was 20. Well, Tisney's what? She will? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. So, yeah, that's going on 20 years ago. 22 years ago, I was building those motors. So, haven't tried out a new version of them. I know they've got the new aftermarket cranks now that so it don't have to turn down a good 400 crank. So, might have to try some of those. And like I said, once the weather gets warmer, I want to get to the junkyards and get some of these LS, the 5.3s and 6.0s or whatever I can get my hands on and start selling parts or whatever off them. So, be nice to build a 5.3 up and an LS motor and run that on the stand. I know dyno and a motor really don't mean nothing because whatever you run on dyno, unless you can reproduce it in the real world, it's going to change a little. But I'd still love to have a dyno just to test some of the motors I've put together and a couple of things I've done over the years. Had one motor I done, and the guy says, I've never drove anything with so much power. What do you do? And I said, well, if you like it, you're going to have to buy it. So, yep, that would have to be a fun little motor. That's close to what we were doing for the race car. Maybe that might be their problem because the tracks we were running, there just wasn't enough track to get them wound up. It just the 400s as a 400, and the 355s seem to run the best for us. When we tried those 383s, they just wouldn't go. Oh, Mike, we did it again. I said a half hour ago I was going to shut down, and here we are, 3.5 hours into it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's getting about time I better shut her down and get the video edited up for today and get that loaded and then get to bed and get up and try and get a Ford out the building. Oh, the snow made it to you already. That was fast. Only took a couple hours to get across the state. Oh, you be careful out there, Matt, and have fun. Yeah. But yeah, I need to get that thing out of there. It might start decomposing in the shop. Okay, well, be careful out there, bud. If Mama Bear finds out you got herd, she's going to kick your butt. Yeah, Dan, I suppose. I think this is good time. 3.5 hour show is good. I can't go like Green Bay Wacky for 6 to 8 hours. So, Nice seeing you again, C10 Firebird, Roadside, Matt, Mike, everybody. Thank you for hanging with me tonight, and Mama Bear, and it's been fun. And hopefully next, and yeah, Ken, remind me about that swap meet. Maybe we can we'll be able to meet up then, and hopefully this June we'll get something together, and for the ones that can come, they can come. So, all right, everybody, you take care, stay warm, stay safe. Spring's right around the corner. And then, oh, hey, Gary. Oh, sorry, we're just getting ready to take off here, Gary. Yeah, we've been going at this for 3.5 hours, and I want to get up and get stuff done in the shop tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully next weekend's show is going to be a lot different. And because hopefully we'll be able to have a panel of people and do it the fun way. So, all right, Gary. Well, I think I'm going to kind of starting these at 6:30 instead of 6 o'clock, because 6:30 seems to be working pretty good. So, anyway, we'll see you guys next weekend. Have a good one.